So I think let's just sort of start with, Mediaocean, because you guys are kind of a legacy TV tool for agencies and buyers, right? That's making the foray into digital as we're seeing convergence. Tell me a little bit about your roots and what that is sort of going forward for the platform.
Yeah, no, you're right. So our legacy has been in TV. We're an agency software platform for the advertising industry. So we process about $130 billion worth of media, across all media actually, but obviously the history is that TV is a big part of that. So we work on behalf of the agencies to make sure that they have all the software they need to transact, to buy, plan, reconcile, pay, all the rest of it.
And what does that mean for your business right now that, we're seeing such convergence? And I mean, the proliferation of programmatic, I think, for video is really accelerated by the fact that TV buyers want to be able to buy video at parity with television, right? Same mechanics and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because we deal across all media, we get a really good bird's eye view of kind of the whole picture. So I think for us, everyone recognizes the benefits of the digital ad tech ecosystem, but more people actually rely on the economics of the TV. So we've heard from other people today that TV is still very dominant. In the UK, they say I think it's about 232 minutes per adult watches linear TV still every day. So it's a massive big part of it. So although the TV ecosystem needs to change, it's not going to change overnight because there's a massive amount of dollars in there. So yeah.
And how does let's talk about, I'm interested to sort of take the other side of the coin, right? So a TV buyer that is casting a wider net and buying video is one thing. Tell me how Mediaocean can serve a digital buyer that is like an online video expert that now wants to maybe take a broader sort of look at and definition and set of optics around what is premium video.
Absolutely. So we're working with lots of different companies at the moment, most of whom have been interviewed by you guys today, like Videology, Freewheel, Group M, people like that, to work out how to help those buyers, because it is completely new education for them to try and work out how to manage that ecosystem. So really what they're trying to do is get digital inventory to look like TV, because really the advertisers still want to have that big bang for their buck. So if you look at the comparison between digital and TV, the ecosystems are very different. So in digital, you've got a mass fragmentation, but small dollars, whereas TV, you've got smaller fewer players, but big bucks. So for us, it's all about educating the agencies to work out how to maintain the brand values while providing them platforms to do things. So the agencies are actually starting to bring those buyer groups together, and I've got agencies who are talking about sound and motion groups rather than digital buyers and TV buyers. But it's a massive education, and it's not going to happen overnight. I mean, I think this year it's absolutely the buzz. Everybody around here is talking about TV and video convergence, but it's going to take a good couple of years before people really see a proper convergence.
So if you sort of look ahead, if you're looking ahead, what's the biggest heartburn? Would you say, like, what's the unifying, friction or challenge of a buyer today, TV and or digital, whatever, just, almost sort of unifying that you guys, either whether it's in your product roadmap to solve or not, but like, what would have the biggest impact in making a buyer's life easier, do you think, in the next 12 months?
It's very key. Some people call it programmatic, I would say automation. I think automation is key. That's the first step. The more you automate the buyer and seller relationship, the more they can spread their wings and go across different platforms.
And I'm assuming when you say that, that's sort of threading the needle the whole way through to the side of fulfillment and delivery and then the back end of that, right? Because the entirety of the workflow around planning, buying, to delivery, to reconciliation, to invoicing is super decoupled, right?
Absolutely, and I think our job is to bring that all together. So that is our kind of mantra. So as the agencies try and work out how to get a hold of their consumers, which are consuming lots of different types of media they don't really care whether they're looking at it on a tablet or a linear TV, and sometimes they're doing it at the same time. And there's buzzwords like stacking and meshing and all these things coming out. But really the agencies are trying to work that out. So what our job is to make sure the agencies have time to do that. Yeah. So if we can take out some of the complexities of just the buy-sell transaction, then that will help them actually concentrate on the other picture.
So just because of where we are, I'd love to end it with anything that you guys are doing that's unique in Europe and the UK, like something, sort of specific about this marketplace that differs from the US.
So I'm based in London, but so in the UK, Sky is a really good example where you've got a traditional broadcaster really engaging with the new technologies. So they've launched AdSmart fairly recently, and that's targeting consumers. Really, really niche targeting. And so we're working with them on how to do some of that processing behind the scenes. So that's great. We're also working with all the broadcasters in how to just make that whole ecosystem quicker.
Okay.
So there's still a lot of manual work in the TV world, even though it's very efficient. So yeah, there's still lots to do.